Hello everyone, welcome to Goodnight Flagstaff. Tonight we're going to be reading chapter 37 of Race to the Sun by Rebecca Roanhorse. I'm Kate Rose and I teach English at City-Coconino Community College. I've lived in Flagstaff about 3 years now and really enjoy living here. This is a great book. It's one of the favorites that I've heard in Goodnight Flagstaff, so I hope that you're enjoying it too and that you'll tune in every weeknight and listen to this together as a community. Thank you. So just to give you a little review, last time we read together, Najoni found herself alone without Davery and almost gave up, but a deer came to her amid the mirrors and she was encouraged to keep going. She finally reaches the sun's house, and Mr. Yazi's there too. She tells him about the tasks, and the sun agrees to give her the weapons to slay monsters. So here we go, chapter 37, Sacrifices. I rush forward to give Mr. Yazi a hug, which is kind of hard because he's so small, but I manage. Oh, goodness, child, the horned toad says, fussing. Gently, please. I'm not quite in the boat. No, I'm not floating in the sea. No, that's not it. Oh, I'm not quite shipshape. Yes, that's it. I giggle. This is definitely the real Mr. Yazi. When did you get here? I ask him. How did you get here? I took a shortcut. There's a shortcut? I said incredulously. Not for heroes, he adds hastily. You need to face the trials to learn for yourself. I am old and have seen many a trainee through this adventure. I don't need to face any trial harder than getting out of bed in the morning. Speaking of heroes, I say, my voice catching in sadness, you heard that I lost Mac and Davery. And yet you continued on the Rainbow Road. I didn't know what else to do. I knew everyone was counting on me to finish the trials and come here so I could fight Mr. Charles. I'm very proud of you, Mr. Yazi says, his voice quiet and serious. You made it to the House of the Sun, which is more than any monster slayers to be have accomplished. So I think you did very well. Well, what about my friends? Joanne, who has been listening, says callously, sacrifices must be made. All I've done is make sacrifices, I shout at the sun. Joni, Mr. Yazi whispers out of the side of his mouth. The merciless one, remember? Listen to the horned toad, Joni growls. Don't anger me, child, when you still need my help. I can get quite heated. Sorry, I mumbled, chastised. But all those losses, they don't seem fair. Victory comes at a price, he says. A phrase comes to me. Who will pay the lost one's price? That sounds like the Song of Wonder, I say, reaching for my backpack to take out the flyer. From the cart lady. Cart lady? Joni asks. One of Diandene, to be sure, Mr. Yazi explained in clever disguise. Likely Nilchi, says the sun. He does like to help out, and his songs are sometimes obscure and wise. What did it say? I read out loud. Blood and flesh will not suffice. A dream must be the sacrifice. Well, Joni says, rubbing a hand across his chin, then you see the truth in my words. But do not fear, Najoni, Mr. Yazi says quickly. If your friends disappeared on the Rainbow Road, they weren't sacrificed. They are most likely just stuck in the lost and found. Surely I didn't hear that right. Did you say lost and found? People vanish from the Rainbow Road quite frequently, Joni confirms. Thanks to ideas, thoughts. I have my bear sentinels collect them and keep them in the lost and found. My heart speeds up. Can we go there now? Joni makes a sound like he's annoyed. I must remind you that you only have until sunrise to stop the monsters. You should visit the weapons room and arm yourself first. Perhaps even get in some practice so you aren't immediately slaughtered. It would be a shame for you to have come all this way only to die. I blanch, but I'm not backing down. Didn't you say one of my hero traits is caring about my family? Well, Mac is my brother and Davery's my best friend. It was just like family. So they come first. The son frowns but doesn't argue. Can you at least tell me if they're okay? I mean, they aren't hurt, are they? He folds his arms like he's not going to tell me, then finally he gives in. If they are in the lost and found, they might be a bit uncomfortable, he acknowledges. But otherwise they're fine for now. For now? Yes. And he doesn't explain further. I chew my lip, unsure. As much as I hate to admit it, the son has a point. I'm desperate to have Mac and Davery back, and Ioani knows where they are. On the other hand, maybe they can wait a little longer. What's the point of saving them now if doing so would mean the world is overrun with monsters? I thought I'd be more excited to finally be able to pick out weapons. But without Mac and Davery here to share the experience, the hero business feels overrated. I know I have to be responsible, but it makes my stomach ache. Dad said there are always things we don't want to do, like clean our rooms, do our math homework, but we have to do them anyway. That's part of growing up. This feels 10 times worse, though, and I really wish I had someone with me to tell me what I should do. It's a heavy responsibility being a monster slayer, Mr. Yazzie says, his face sympathetic. Victory comes at a price, he says. A phrase comes to me. Who will pay the lost one's price? That sounds like the Song of Wonder, I say, reaching for my flyer. Yeah. Cart lady, Tony asks. One of Dina, to be sure, Mr. Yazzie explains in clever disguise. Like Nietzsche, says the son. He does like to help out, and songs are sometimes obscure and wise. So... way heavier than I thought, I confess. I turn to Ioani. I'll get the weapons first, I say, as long as you promise me that Davery and Mac are safe, and I can go see them right after. As you wish, he says, looking more amused than angry. You know, he adds, most people don't dare argue with the son, even though you annoy me. I'm impressed. Thank you, I say with a sniff. Point for me. Follow me, Mr. Yazzie says, hopping off the table to trundle down the hallway. And behold the weapons of a true monster slayer. Thanks for listening to chapter 37, and tune in next time for the continuation of that. Good night, Flagstaff.